Alright, so for a price of around £200, you can grab the Xiaomi Watch 2, which is Xiaomi's newest Wear OS device, and it does promise a full-fledged smartwatch experience for not much money. I actually got mine for around £150 from the Xiaomi UK store, as they are running a promo at the moment. And yeah, we have it here today with us. We're going to do a bit of unboxing, go over some of the features of the watch, as well as a quick setup. Let's get started. Alright, so unboxing the Xiaomi Watch 2, you do get the device itself, which is very lightweight in comparison to some of the other Wear OS devices that I've been using, like the TicWatch Pro 5 and the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. But it does have a nice minimalist design with a matte aluminum finish around the body, and it looks a bit like Samsung's base model Galaxy Watch series. But of course, the design still looks a bit unique in a way, especially when compared to other Xiaomi devices. Aside from the watch, you do get a charging cable as well as some instructions for the device. Now going over the specs, the watch comes with the Snapdragon W5 Plus Gen 1 chipset, which is combined with a 495 mAh battery that can last up for 64 hours of average use, at least according to Xiaomi. Now for context, that's around 2.5 days worth of use, which is pretty impressive, especially compared to most Wear OS devices, which can barely last more than a day. Now again, going back to the design, I am a big fan of what Xiaomi did here, especially with the very minimalist look. As I mentioned earlier, you do have a 1.43-inch AMOLED touch display, which is flanked by two control buttons on the right-hand side. Underneath the watch, you do get the sensors, as well as a small spot for the charging pins. Now the watch does come with Wear OS, which means that you'll get access to a ton of Google services and apps, and thankfully the Xiaomi Watch 2 does come with support for Google Assistant, which is a nice feature to have, especially since other competing smartwatches like Mob Voice, TicWatch series, for some reason don't come with Google Assistant access. And yeah, setting up the watch with my Google Pixel phone was a pretty simple affair. You only need to download the Mi Fitness app to set up your watch. And yeah, it was a pretty quick setup process, especially considering that other smartwatches like the Samsung Galaxy Watch series do take a bit longer to set up. Once all is said and done, the watch is pretty easy to use. Now, as with most other Wear OS smartwatches on the market, the touchscreen is the main point of interaction for users. Swiping from the top gets you your notification panel. Swiping from the bottom does give you access to your quick settings menu. And swiping from either side gives you access to the tiles, which of course you can customize. And the Xiaomi Watch 2 does come with a ton of different watch faces. I do like a lot of the designs that Xiaomi has included on here, and I do think that they're some of the best watch faces that I've ever seen. And of course, there's also the option to customize most of these watch faces individually, which adds some much welcome personalization for users. Now the upper button on the right hand side does summon your app list, so you can view all the installed apps that you have on here, while the lower button functions as a power button as well as a recent apps shortcut button, which is pretty convenient. And yeah, that's pretty much the Xiaomi Watch 2. Again, this is a first impressions and unboxing video, and I'll be sure to give you guys a more detailed review in the future after some time of using this watch. Now, if you have any thoughts on the Xiaomi Watch 2, do let me know in the comments below. Are you going to get this watch? And personally for me, I think that it's a great option, especially for people who are shopping around for a relatively cheap Wear OS smartwatch. So yeah, don't forget to check out our other videos here on Team VRY. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.